Hey Barack, what are you up to?
Oh, hey Donald, not much. I'm just playing the original Resident Evil.
Oh, sick. Original or remake?
Original.
Why are you playing that one? It fucking sucks. Play the remake.
Well, PS Plus added it to its library a while back, and I've been wanting to try it out again. I haven't played it since the pandemic.
Whatever, who are you playing as?
Jill.
At least you chose the good character?
Chris has only 6 slots, and Capcom is fucked if they think I'm taking trips back to the item box every few minutes.
That's not what I'm talking about. Honestly, I'd prefer if Jill only had 6 slots because it's a bigger challenge.
What is this all about?
I choose the girl because I'm not gay like you.
Beats me too.
Hey boys, have you guys seen Days of Wine and Roses at Atlantic Theater Company yet?
Well,
Yeah, it fucking sucked.
can't be helped.
Ooh, are you playing Resident
Search
Evil,
for
Barack?
something.
I love this
I'll
game.
check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
God, this voice acting is really such trash. Those Japs had to have known what they were doing. It was probably revenge for the
We should
bombs.
start from the first
I don't mind the
floor,
voice acting.
okay?
It gives off the B-movie vibe that they were going
Jill,
for with this game.
here's a
This is
lockpick.
based on the B movie, Where Are the
Might be
Bees?
handy if you, the master of unlocking.
Sometimes you say things, Joe, that make me want to come to the White House and do what God should have done a long time
Thanks.
ago.
Maybe
What do you
I'll
mean?
need it.
Keep being stupid and you'll find out soon enough.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
What was that? Is that
This
arm
time
movement
I'll
supposed
be
to mean
there.
yes?
I think that's the forget about it gesture that Italian guys from Brooklyn do.
What would she be saying forget about it to?
To any chance of Barry getting that pussy, I'd imagine.
Donald, Barry is a happily married man. It's an incredibly important plot point.
Maybe he's happily married because his wife lets him have a little something on the side. By the way, Barack, why are you getting the ink ribbons?
So I can save?
You're telling me you actually die in this game?
It's a difficult game. One unexpected zombie attack and you're done for. Also, the bosses can be tricky.
Sounds like a skill issue.
How do you not save, Donald? This game is too long for one sitting.
It has never taken me more than 2 hours to beat this game, and that includes my first run in 1996.
Unless you had Shinji Mikami next to you telling you what to do, that's total cap.
No cap.
Figuring out what you had to do without guides would take far longer than 2 hours.
Skill issue.
You have a lying issue.
Prove it. Jesus fucking Christ, Barack. Just get the fucking map already.
Give me a second, it's hard to line up this step stool properly.
If it's so hard, just forget it. Do you really even need the map?
I like to have it just in case.
You suck at this.
Hey, do you guys want to hear a joke Bernie Sanders told me? 2 dignified African-American gentlemen walk into a locally owned bar.
I'm trying to concentrate, Joe.
Oh, sorry.
You guys think Bernie Sanders has ever said the N-word?
I mean, he's old, so it's possible.
I'd like to think that he used it during the 80s to try and relate to a group of colored youths, and they beat the absolute shit out of him for it.
Did you just say colored youths?
I mean, would you have preferred I said the N-word too?
Fine, complaint withdrawn.
Don't get attacked by that zombie on the ground, Barack.
Don't worry, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's right. You gotta make sure you shoot him before you run back.
That'd be a waste of bullets. I'll just run around.
You can't run around. He'll bite your ankle. See?
If you say I told you so, I'll tell everyone about your idea for Uncle Joe's White House daycare for dashing boys and darling girls.
Uncle Joe's what in the fuck?
When Joe was vice president, he had a lot of downtime, and he thought he should start a daycare to teach children good manners or something. To be honest, I think he was planning on teaching them something very different.
It wasn't like that. I was going to teach things like the importance of sharing by having all the girls share a kiss on the cheek with Uncle Joe. And I was going to teach integrity by having that kiss be a secret.
I think I'm gonna pretend I never heard any of that.
Good idea.
Whoa, 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 look at Jill's face. No, go back, Barack. Look at that thing, look at that nose. It's so crooked.
She looks like one of those old-fashioned cloth dolls with a stitched face.
At least they put effort into those tits. Now, if they had let you have unlimited inventory like Silent Hill, there'd be no reason for these over-the-top item pickup screens that make sure you want an item before you end up saddled with it until you reach a trunk.
I don't think there's anything in there, Barack. Don't bother.
Isn't there something in the tub?
I think that's just in the remake.
Is this the original version or director's cut?
Director's cut.
Then nothing right now. Later there will be a clip after a zombie attacks you. If it were the original, there'd be a desk key, but it doesn't matter either way because you're not playing as Chris.
You can remember all that, but you can't remember your kids' birthdays?
I have my priorities.
Don't go in there yet. You don't have the broken shotgun.
You only need it if you're playing as Chris because Barry comes to save Jill.
Not always.
Yes, always.
But once I was playing as Jill and Barry didn't come for me.
That's weird.
That means you didn't check the doors when the ceiling was falling, Sleepy Joe. If you don't try to escape, the cutscene doesn't trigger.
I'm so tired of the differences between this and the remake. I was sure there were ink ribbons here.
Do you really need more ink ribbons? You already have 6? I mean, how many times are you planning on saving?
As many as I can. I hate losing too much progress in these games.
Nothing is worse than trying to get the platinum in the remake, though. Why would they put in a no-save trophy, especially with all those instant deaths like the Boulders and Lisa Trevor?
Skill issue. Why on earth did the ceiling in this room need to be so high?
Weird-ass architect, I guess. I mean, you've seen the rest of the mansion.
Hey,
It takes her
what's
so long to
going on?
realize something's wrong. Can't she hear the music?
Jill?
She probably has
Is
AirPods
that you,
in.
Jill?
I highly doubt that.
What happened?
Maybe not official ones. She could have
Harry,
gotten a
help
prototype
me,
or
please.
something.
The door won't open. Quick!
This cutscene is so
Get
funny.
away from the door.
If you like it so much, don't
I'm
talk
gonna
over
kick
it.
this door down. Hurry! This way!
They even put the fucking door in the cutscene. Capcom must have a door fetish or something.
I think they did it for consistency.
Barry!
Yeah, because people were really going to
That was
complain
too
about missing the
close.
door.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right.
I want a
Barry,
Jill
thanks
sandwich.
For saving my
Can't
life.
imagine it'd taste very good.
But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
He's here to save your life, you ungrateful bitch.
I thought you liked
I just
Jill,
had
Donald.
something I wanted
I
to
don't like
check.
her. I'm horny for her.
Now,
There's a big
let's get
difference.
back
Ask
to searching
Melania.
for the lost
Whenever I
captain
see
and Chris,
Melania, we
shall
don't do very much talking.
Nice one, Barack.
What are you so happy about, Sleepy Joe?
Thank you,
My
Barry.
wife may fuck any black man under the age of 100, but at least she still lets me hit it on alternating Thursdays. When was the last time Jill let you even hold her hand?
It doesn't matter. Jill's a little old for me anyway.
I'd make a pedophile joke, but nothing would surpass that daycare thing.
Goddamn, he's a bullet sponge.
How many do you have left?
10, I think.
There are 2 clips in the trunk coming up, so don't worry.
For a game you think fucking sucks, you sure know everything about it.
It's my great brain. I have an autistic memory.
I think you mean eidetic memory.
That too. Don't shoot that one. It's fucking easy to sneak around him. You just wasted another 5 bullets.
It's my playthrough, Donald. Yes, I think I will take the green herb.
Wait, it's Herb? I thought it was Herb, like short for Herbert.
Joe, you thought you healed yourself with Herbert's?
Herbert's and first aid sprays, yes.
He's got to be acting at this point, Barack. How could Jill possibly know she needed to pick up a random bag of fertilizer?
I've always wondered that about survival horror games myself. Like in Silent Hill, there's no logical reason for Harry Mason to think he needs to get an empty water bottle and collect a weird red liquid off the ground of the hospital office. Yet it ends up directly affecting the ending.
That's where you and I differ, Barack. I always collect strange liquids off the ground. You never know which ones might get you incredibly high. Barack, you dumbass, what are you doing? You just saved.
I thought there were more ink ribbons here.
You and your fucking ink ribbons, you're so obsessed. Is that code for something in the Negro community?
The what community?
Stop acting so surprised, Barack. You know I'm racist.
Hey, we should do a Resident Evil tier list.
I'd be down for that. The internet can finally know what the good games are, so they stop touting Resident Evil 7 like it's some masterpiece.
Hey, I like 7.
That's because you've always wanted to have a cage you could lock girls in.
I have plenty of cages, Donald.
Mental note to call the FBI about that. But as for the tier list, you realize that if we make one, we'll have to call him, right?
That's fine. We'll finally have another conservative in the mix to fight back against you weird woke Democrats. I mean, you guys probably think Steve Burnside is some incel instead of a top G that really should have been allowed to stick it in.
No, I like Steve. In fact, it was a dark time, but I actually once wrote a fanfic where Claire and Steve fuck in the plane on the way to Antarctica.
I'd kind of like to read that.
I'll send you the link of it on Archive of Their Own.
Thanks, buddy.
I once wrote a fanfic about Leon and Sherry.
Did it at least take place during the events of Resident Evil 6 when she's 18?
No.
Don't bother going down there right now, Barack. It's just a bunch of locked doors.
I'm playing as if this is my first run, trying everything to see what I can do.
That's stupid and a waste of time. The only reason you should be playing this game in 2023 is to speedrun it.
Nothing here, Donald? What about this herb?
I don't concern myself with herbs because I've never had to heal in this game.
I'm so tired of your cap, Donald. You act like you're some pro gamer, but I saw you playing Silent Hill 3 at Joe's house, and you died a good dozen times on the missionary.
First of all, I was playing on Extreme 10. Second of all, those were glitches.
You must be a raider because you have so much cap.
We're playing Resident Evil, not Fallout.
Ooh, look out, Barack. That zombie is going to get you.
Don't worry, Joe.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, Joe.
You two are so gay. All that fancy hardware in the PS5, and it still takes 40 years for the doors to open.
I mean, the animation has to play out.
Also, if Jill opens the door too quickly, she may hit herself in the face by accident.
That's a good point, Joe.
How is that a good point?
Come on, Barack. Joe doesn't have long for this world. You have to humor him sometimes.
As you may know, there are many plants that have medical effects.
Are you really reading the botany book, Barack? Do you not know how herbs work?
I'm reading all the text on this run-through so I can get a full sense of the lore.
Here's the lore. Zombies are attacking.
Shh. The red herb is only effective when mixed with other herbs. For example, if you mix this herb with the herb that recovers physical strength, the recovery effect will be tripled.
Why was this book just out?
Old man Spencer probably wanted to do some light reading before bed.
I don't think books about the medical effects of plant life are considered light reading.
They are to people with gigantic brains like me and Old man Spencer. A science textbook to us is what a children's underwear catalog is to Joe.
Something to jack off to?
Whoa, but yeah, Donald, I'm not sure if that metaphor made sense.
It would if you were smarter. You should have gone the other way, Barack. You're just wasting your time.
Michelle only lets me have an hour of PlayStation time on school nights. Can you just let me play how I'd like?
You're still in school? What grade? Are there any cute girls in your class?
No, I'm doing Southern New Hampshire University online to get my BA in game design.
Online college is a scam, Barack. I should know. I ran one for a while.
I don't think Trump University was legally a college.
Neither is Hamburger University, but it's your highest form of education, Sleepy Joe.
I never graduated.
God, another cutscene. I forgot how many there are at the beginning of this game.
It's honestly good timing.
Any clues?
I hear Michelle calling me for dinner, so I need to hurry to a save point right after this.
What are you having, Barack?
I think Kraft macaroni and cheese with cut-up hot dogs.
Dangerous.
That sounds good. I think
Maybe
I'll
it's
have
better
my
to
Mexican
secure
maid
our
make me the
escape
same
route
thing.
first.
I just hope she doesn't
There
put some
must
weird
be a
Hispanic
back
spice
door
in it.
somewhere.
I thought Michelle was into health
Let's
food.
try to find
No,
it
black people don't
first,
care about their
shall we?
health. The school lunches thing was just to
Okay.
appeal to white moms.
Let's separate again.
Just a moment.
All right, boys, this was a
I
lot of
found
fun. Let's get on that tier list as soon as we can, okay?
Sounds
It's a
good.
weapon,
Yeah, I'll call them up and try to
It's
find a
really
time we can all do it.
especially
Anytime works
against
for me.
living
My schedule
things.
is pretty open.
Better take it with
Sleepy
you.
Joe, you're still the president,
How
right?
about you,
In name
Barry?
only. Kamala did a coup a few months
This.
back.
That's probably a
Thank
good
you.
thing.
I'll take
Okay,
this
good night,
then.
boys.
Good night.
Good night.